Did I ever mention that I love playing sport? Must have slipped my mind. Did I ever mention that I like playing golf? No, can't ever have mentioned that. Did I also tell you that last year I got 3 hole-in-ones? No, I'm sure I hadn't mentioned that. However, one of the other things that I also love is not paying for stuff. I love getting things for free. And one of the things that I love to get for free is golf balls. I never buy a golf ball. The reason is that around the world every year, 1 billion golf balls are lost by people playing golf as they hit them into lakes, into rivers, into trees, into hedges. And as I play golf, I play the game, I chat with my friends, but I also keep my eyes open for these beauties because I know that that will mean I never have to buy a golf ball. And I give them away, I sell them, I use them. I love the things particularly because I don't have to pay. And we're going to use my wonderful collection of golf balls today to say a few things about money, about what Jesus says to us about money, about how we as Christians should use our money, the money that God has given us, and also how at Cirencester Baptist we use the money and where we need to find to use money in the future. The Bible says that God provides us with everything that we need. Every good and perfect gift comes down from the Father above. It also says that He provides for all of our needs according to His riches in glory. And these golf balls represent God's abundant provision, the great generosity that He has. But what do we do with that money once we've been given it? What do we do with that food and those houses, the things that God has provided for us? Well, I want to talk about that by taking 10 of these golf balls to represent the money that God entrusts you with or me with in your life or within your family. So we're going to take these balls and use them to tell a story. Here we have 10 golf balls to represent the provision that God gives to you. Through your work, through what you've been given, through your family, however it comes, however big or small it is. These 10 balls represent everything that's given to you. The question is, what do we do with these 10? Do we get to spend them on ourselves? Are we meant to give it away? How does it work if we're followers of Jesus? Well, one of the things that the Bible looks at and explores, particularly with the Jewish people in the Old Testament, is the idea that of everything that they're provided, they take 10%, a tithe, a tenth of what they've been given, and they take it and they specifically give that back to God. It all belongs to God, but they take a tenth and they give it back to serve and to worship God. And many Christians do that. They decide that they take 10% of their gross income and they give that to the church to allow God's people to serve, to reach out, to employ people, and many Christians do that, and it's a very helpful thing. It's not a hard and fast rule, but it's a very useful way to ensure that we are recognizing that everything we have comes from God. So we take 10% and we give that specifically to the service of God. Each one of these golf balls represents £10,000. There are 40 of them here, which, if my maths is correct, it means there are £400,000 here. And that's roughly the income of CBC generously given by all of you each year. And we spend about the same amount, £400,000 each year. What does that money get spent on? So each of these balls represents £10,000, and this is the total income to the general fund of CBC each year. All of this, which is by far the largest part, is what we spend on our staff, all of our team, all of those that we pay and we support. This area here is what we spend on just the stuff that keeps our church running, our building, our office, all of those sorts of things. This here is money that we give away either to mission work overseas or in the UK. And this here is the money that we spend on the houses for some of our staff. This little lot, bearing in mind each ball is worth £10,000, represents the size of the mortgage that CBC has on our church building. We've been in this building for 2 years now, and it's been such a blessing to our church and to our community.
And many of you that have joined our church in the last 2 years won't think of this building as the new building, it's just the building. However, whilst we've been so blessed in the provision of this building, there is still outstanding £1.3 million to pay on our building, represented by 130 golf balls here. And obviously for some of this we're paying interest on this. If we paid this off today, it would save us over the next 13 years between £300,000 and £400,000 as a church. And so our invitation to all of us is to think, if we are in a position to give, that we can pay this off sooner than we would otherwise. We want to ask that question of everyone in our church, because every bit that we pay off means that we're no longer paying interest on that money, and that money is then available for us to use for areas of ministry. So if you'd like to know more about giving at CBC, if you'd like to know more about how you can be involved in the ministry here in so many different ways, please contact the office, speak to one of the elders, talk to our finance team. We'd love to give you more information. God bless you.